Can models just sit down for 5 minutes? Good morning, or technically evening. I don't know why I say good morning in these things when they go up at 6. Forward thinking, Max. Anyway, I apologise, this is going to be a little bit of a rant. This has been on my mind for years. It started sort of when I used my wheelchair more. If you want to know more about my wheelchair, there is a video up here, but I will put some down in the description as well, because I made a few. Looking at clothes and trying to buy clothes, it was important for me to know what the clothes looked like when I was sat down, because I did that a lot, and I wanted to know more about them functionally. So how do they fit getting up and down? Because I haven't used it for a while, but when I do use it, I am ambulatory, so I can get up and walk. So I need to know how the clothes perform getting up and down. For example, jeans. I do love a good pair of jeans. Some of them just sit really low down, and I don't want to show off more of my body than intended when I'm getting up and down in and out of my wheelchair. But moving on from that, it's more than just a wheelchair issue. Lots of people sit down, whether you are completely healthy and able-bodied and don't have a chronic illness, or whether you are a wheelchair user, or whether you are ambulatory, or whether you just struggle to stand up for a long time. People sit down. I would very much like to see more models in wheelchairs, actual wheelchair using models, not an able-bodied model that you've put in a standard wheelchair that doesn't fit them, actual disabled models. But that is a different rant for a different day. I want to see the clothes in wheelchairs because I want to see disabilities and chronic illnesses represented in the fashion and modelling industry, but also not every disability or chronic illness is managed by using a wheelchair. Some people use canes, some people use crutches, some people don't use mobility aids, but they need to sit down. I would love to see models just sitting, like I am doing right now. And I'm not saying that no models sit down, all of the catalogue pictures are standing up, but a lot of them are standing up. I guess I just want to feel seen like most of us. So I want to see myself or somebody that looks like me in fashion and industry, or on a website if I'm just looking to buy a pair of jeans. Or even in the shop when they've got the mannequins, most of the time they are stood up. And I want to know what the jeans look like when you sit down in them. Kind of also goes with activewear as well, because when you think of activewear and being an active person, you don't necessarily think sitting down. But I'm a cyclist, and that's kind of sitting and standing, depending how you do it, but I most of the time sit down because of my chronic illness and how my chronic pain affects me. I don't really stand up on my bike all that often. So I would love to see activewear models sat down, or on an exercise bike, or on a recumbent bike. I just want to see models sitting down in the clothes, because there's nothing worse than ordering something online thinking this is going to look great, but then when you're sat down in your wheelchair in it, there's pockets, there's bulges, there's bits that aren't covered up, there's exposed bits, the knees don't fit right, they're too tight when you sit down. It's not nice. And I feel like by including models that sit down, for whatever reason, would be more inclusive to the disabled and chronically ill community. Obviously, I would love for these models to have disabilities or chronic illnesses, but not all disabilities are visible. So even models that are standing might have a chronic illness or disability. They don't need to just have all of the disability cues that we use so when you look at somebody you can say, ah yes, a chronic illness like me. It would be nice, but even just sitting would be a good step. On this topic, if I could see a model in a VOG mask, I would be so happy. I want to normalise VOG masks if you can't tell, but I would love to see a model just wearing one. And stuff in the pockets. This has very quickly become a different rant, but I want to see people modelling clothes with stuff in the pockets. I don't want Sarah that's just put the clothes on for 5 minutes. They don't need to carry anything because we're just in a studio. I want to see those pockets. Any sort of medical equipment would be great for visibility and awareness and stuff. I would love to see that, and I know there's a big community that would like to see models with feeding tubes, or models with central lines, or models with smart crutches, or models who wear VOG masks, or models who use a cane, or amputee models, or, you know, diverse people, diverse models, diversity in fashion, all of that. I don't just want to see the same able-bodied person over and over again in clothes that they're not really using, they're just showing them off, if that makes sense. If by any chance the right people are watching this video, probably not, just bring a chair to the set, put their phone in their pocket, put their keys in their pocket maybe. I don't know. I just want to see some diversity, and I want to see the clothes being used rather than just worn. But I also want to see that disability and chronic illness representation that I am obviously striving for with my channel, and lots of other YouTubers with chronic illness channels are also striving for. Definitely hire disabled and chronically ill models, hire diverse models, and sit them down. Okay, rant over. Don't forget to like this video, drop a comment down below if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, let's have a discussion about it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you get notified every single time I post a new video. Videos go up every Saturday at 6 PM UK time with at least one bonus video every single month. See ya!